Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Mondays with Maybay. I am Jeannie May, and on this week's episode, I wanted to talk about self-love and loving one another because I feel like in today's world, it's just so full of hate, and it's really hard to love other people, let alone love yourself, right? Like, we're constantly being told that we're not pretty enough, we're not smart enough, we're not good enough, and everything that we do. Like, social media is a huge weight on our self-confidence because we're constantly seeing people that are more fit than us, more attractive than us, that are more appealing to other people, and we find ourselves comparing ourselves constantly to these people and trying to be something that we're not, right? Like, we feel this pressure to be better, to be more athletic, to eat healthier, to work harder, to be a better parent, X, Y, and Z, when in reality, like, we just need to love ourselves. Instead, we need to say, you know what, I'm really proud of you. You did really good. Hey, you look really good today. Wow, you're doing awesome. Like, we as people don't celebrate our victories enough. We don't pat ourselves on the back enough. We're constantly trying to do the next best thing and trying to achieve the next best thing rather than achieving a goal, taking a minute and saying, hey, I did that, and then moving on to the next thing. And we don't realize like the weight that holds. When you are constantly battling yourself, it's hard to celebrate the victories, and it could be something as simple as losing 5 pounds. You know, you tell yourself, man, I really need to lose weight. You lose 5 pounds, and then you're like, I really need to lose weight. I really need to lose more weight. Instead of saying, hey, I did it. I lost 5 pounds. Let's lose another 5 pounds. Like, we never take the time to celebrate our victories. We never take the time to pat ourselves on the back and say, good job, you are doing so good. Let's keep doing this. Let's see what else we can do. Instead, we're constantly telling ourselves, you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not athletic enough, you're not successful enough, you're not smart enough. Like, whatever it may be, because that's what society has groomed us to think, right? And in turn, mentally, it takes such a toll on us. And I'm just so fed up with the negativity. Like, I'm so tired of talking to my friends and only hearing negative things about themselves. I'm so tired of only seeing negative things in the world. Like, when's the last time you saw someone encourage another person? When's the last time that you actually saw someone on social media uplifting another person? It's so negative nowadays. Like, it's just a constant competition. It's a constant game. Like, what on earth did we turn into? What happened to the positive people? What happened to the encouraging people? It all starts with ourselves. It all starts with self-love. And I know, now it's kind of like a fad or whatever to like self-love, But it's a legit thing. It all starts with your mind. When you get your mind right and you start accepting yourself the way you are, you look in the mirror and you learn how to love your body. You learn how to love all your curves, all your bones, all your scars, all your imperfections, whatever it may be. Once you learn how to love yourself, you'll be able to share that love with other people, and it's just incredible, like, it's really empowering when what you're able to do and how you're able to spread love and kindness when you're able to love yourself. And that is something that I've struggled with for a long time, and especially even now. Like, it's really hard to see someone as innocent as like my son, he's 6, came to me, and this is when I had this realization, came to me this past week and said, Mom, I'm just not ever going to be smart enough. I'm just not ever going to be good enough. And I was like, whoa, where on earth did that come from? Like, for me, I always tell him, man, you're so smart. You are capable of anything you put your mind to. I tell him that probably 3 times a day. And for him to come to me and say, Mom, I'm just not going to be smart. It's okay. I'm just not good enough. Like, that was like a click in my brain, and I was like, holy cow. Like, when we get something so negative, it spreads like wildfire to everything around us. he probably heard someone say it, or someone probably told him, hey, you didn't do a good job, you need to do it like this. And in his head, it was like, oh, I'm never going to be good enough. And it just went from there. But we don't think about things before we say it, right? It just comes out, and 90% of the time it comes out with a negative tone. Instead of taking a step back and trying to be understanding about it and come to the situation with love, we just react, and we react in a negative way. When I look in the mirror, the first thing I think of is negative. We are our own worst critics. And it's terrible because our body, we put our body through so much. Whether it's not eating, whether it's drug, alcohol use, whether it's just not taking care of ourselves, not getting enough sleep, not eating right, whatever it may be, right? We put our body through so much, and our body puts up with us. Like, it doesn't quit on us, but we quit on ourselves. We look in the mirror, we see rolls, we see cellulite, we see whatever, and we're like, man, weird. Oh, wow. You know, like, instead of saying, you know what, I'm so proud of you. I had a son. I gave birth to a child, and my body is still here. Like, it's still working, it's still functioning, it's still getting me through day to day. And I don't appreciate it enough. I still look in the mirror and I'm like, oh man, I really need to get rid of my stomach. I really need a six-pack, you know? I really need to work on toning this and tightening this. And like, we never take the time to just appreciate ourselves, let alone each other. We need to learn how to love ourselves. We need to learn how to accept ourselves. Yes, we could all do a little better in life, I'm sure, whether it's eating right or mental focus or trying harder at work, whatever it may be, we could all do better, right? But what's wrong with appreciating ourselves for where we are today? We have all overcame hurdles in life. We have all gotten through circumstances that we didn't think we would get through, but here you are today. How incredible is that? And have you taken the time to say, I'm so proud of you for getting through that? No, I guarantee you didn't. I haven't. I've come, like, when I take a step back and I look at everything I've overcome, I'm like, wow, you know, I got through a lot. But never once did I say, I'm so proud of you for being here today, Jeannie. And that's real stuff, man. Like, even on my worst day when I didn't think I would make it, here I am. And that's incredible. Even when I mentally didn't think I could make it to another day, my body didn't give up on me. My heart kept pumping. I woke up another day to keep trying, and that is incredible. No matter how much we want to quit, our body doesn't let us. But we never take the time to appreciate that. We never take the time to say, wow, I really appreciate this, you know? Like, we don't. I don't know why, but we just don't, and it's ridiculous. I was sitting here and I was thinking, I was like, when is the last time I had something positive to say about myself? Someone asked me, and what brought this whole thought process up was someone asked me what my favorite feature about myself is. And I actually had to, like, think really hard about it. And I finally came to this conclusion, like, I really like my legs. I really like my height. But I was also very insecure about my height for a long time. Because everyone told me, like, oh, women shouldn't be that tall. Oh, wow, you're really tall. And it made me really insecure about it because the majority of people are not 6 foot tall. I am 6 foot tall. And I still wear high heels because I'm empowered by my height now. I'm okay with my height now. But I didn't used to be. Now it's my favorite thing about myself. I love my height. What's your favorite thing about yourself? Is it your smile? Is it your personality? Is it your hair? I bet you have to think about it. I did. So let's take it to the next step. Don't just love yourself. Don't just take time in the morning to give yourself positive affirmations and positive reinforcement. Don't just take that time to appreciate yourself and to have that spa day and eat that cupcake or whatever your heart desires. Love someone else. Take it to that next step and love your neighbor. Love your enemy. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy because there's times especially recently where I'm like, ugh, this person drives me nuts. But then I find myself praying for them, and I'm like, you know what, God? You wouldn't put me to it if you wouldn't get me through it. So let's do this. You know, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for myself, for understanding, for patience. And I'm not going to be happy with the way that I receive it 90% of the time, because God always gives us trial and tribulation when we ask for understanding or patience or a loving heart, right? He always gives us like a trial to make sure that we understand what we're asking for. But I want to encourage you, don't just love yourself, love your neighbor, love your enemy. Love that random person on the street. Tell them they look nice today. Fill your heart with love so much that you not only love yourself, but you love everyone around you. We need love in this world. In a world so full of hate, we need to be love. We need to spread love. We need to spread kindness. I'm so tired of seeing negative people. I'm so tired of hearing negative things. Aren't you? I can go to a grocery store and watch parents literally belittle their kids and yell at their kids and treat their kids like they're dumb, and it just drives me insane. Yes, I'm not a perfect parent, absolutely, but I don't belittle my son. I try to help him find the answer as much as I can. I try not to put people down as much as possible because I was put down my entire life, and I don't like feeling worthless. I would never want to make someone else feel worthless. So today, my whole podcast is pretty much about a rant about how I feel, because I just am so fed up with hearing negative things, with seeing negative things, with social media just being so negatively impacting on our mental state. Aren't you? I don't know about you, but like, I was scrolling through Instagram earlier, and it's just beautiful, beautiful ladies, right? Beautiful lady after beautiful lady after beautiful lady. Super fit people after super fit people after super fit people. And I'm like, I find myself comparing myself to them. And then I literally stopped in the middle of this like comparison of this beautiful woman who's super athletic and just gorgeous. And I was like, I'm gorgeous too. You know, like, I'm a model. But I'm still comparing myself to this other person because I don't like certain attributes about myself, but other people like those attributes. I'm sure that that gorgeous lady that I was appreciating on social media, I bet there's things about herself she doesn't like, but I like them. It's so crazy to think that we are so mean to ourselves when we have gotten through everything because of ourselves. My body has not given up on me. It still tries every day. But here I am mentally giving up on my body. I'm telling myself I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm not pretty enough. I'm too tall. Like, all of these negative things, instead of just saying, I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me wake up today. Thank you for getting me through another day. Thank you for not giving up on me. Is it really that hard to love ourselves? Why is it that hard to love ourselves? I know I'm going to do a better job at loving myself, at telling myself positive affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am kind. 5 things every day. Tell yourself something, 5 positive things every single day, okay? Not just that, but tell 5 random people positive things every day, and you would be so surprised, okay? That's my challenge for you this week. Don't only love yourself. Love your neighbor. Love your enemy. Love that random person at the grocery store. Just spread love. Like, be that light in the darkness. Be that kind person. Be that smiling, happy person. Because I'm so sick and tired of the negativity. Like, holy cow, it is everywhere. But it starts with us. It starts right here. That's it. That's all I got today. I'm not really going on a tangent here. I'm just overwhelmed with negativity. Like, holy cow. And I know if I am, you guys probably are too, right? So, yeah, let's just spread kindness. Let's just spread love. How about that? I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here today, and I hope you have a great week.